Talking to strangers might actually be the best way to develop your social skills. Why? Well, it's one of my trade secrets. So I'm about to tell you that right now. Hello everybody, my name is Omar. Here at Social Cues, we help you unleash your inner social potential so that you can survive and thrive in any social situation, as well as become a positive influence in people's lives. So today we're talking about talking with strangers. Why is that important? Well, you come across strangers every day in your life. So, learning how to talk to them is going to be an important skill set. Talking with strangers are great because you're never going to see them again. So they're the perfect people to practice your social skills on. Unless you annoy the shit out of them and they try to stab you. Happened to me once. I'm okay, I'm here, I'm alive, but I want to teach you guys how to correctly talk with strangers. That way, that doesn't happen. So, let's jump right into it. Now, of course, there's different types of stranger interactions, right? So my personal favorite is convenience stand, service clerk, anybody behind a register, anybody who's giving you a service. So these people are doing their job day in, day out for hours on end, and they probably don't get much conversation, especially from their customers. So if you could be that one customer that actually talks to them, they'll really appreciate that. I know I did when I was working like that. Not to say everybody hates their job, but you can kind of tell when somebody's like, I want to go home. So if you can put a smile on their face, that'll just make their day. Who knows, you might even get some perks out of it. Alright, so it's time for story time. So whenever I want to go grab some food, I go to a local Subways, and I'm really cool with the people that are there. And all I ever did was just talk to them. And now they appreciate when I come in, when I walk through their door, they smile and they go, hey, what's up? And that's just a really cool interaction to have for them and for me. So tip number one, to have that kind of environment wherever you go, just say hello. So when I first got there, I just said hello. So I was like, hey, how you doing? And they were like, I'm doing okay, here at work. I'm like, okay, was it a busy day? Like, yeah, a little bit. Oh, cool. When do you have lunch? Like, oh, in 2 hours. Like, okay, so you're almost there. You just gotta make it through, strive, eat a sandwich, right? You get it for free, right? Like, we get a discount. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. Well, I mean, hey, it's better than what I'm getting, right? So the person chuckles, and I continue the conversation, like, oh, so what are you doing this weekend? And they're like, oh, just hanging out, just chilling. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You work all week, you might as well chill, you deserve it. And they're like, yeah. And then it's time for them to put the stuff in my sandwich, and they're like, what do you want? I'm like, let me get everything, except olives. And they start to laugh, and just that small interaction kind of made their day. And next time I went in there, I was like, well, hey, what's up? How you doing today? Same as last time. I slowly start to build up the conversation. And every time I go in there now, I make sure to make a conscious effort of that. And they appreciate that about me. Sometimes they even ask me for fitness advice. Like, hey, I'm trying to lose some weight, so how do you do it? You're a personal trainer. And in return, sometimes they'll give me a discount. So it's really great that you can just make somebody's day, and you guys can even just trade services just based on a conversation. Now, I actually enjoy going in there. They're kind of like my friends from far away. I only see them when I go to Subways, but it's a good time every time I do go. And then if you go enough times, you can learn something about them. So I talked to him. I was like, hey, so what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm going to school. I was like, oh, cool. What are you doing? He's like, civil engineering. I was like, oh, shit, wow, that's awesome. So you actually get to learn something about these people too. And that's how you know it's a genuine, conversation. You're not just trying to be nice to them just to get a discount. So these are my favorite types of social interactions because it's very harmless, very easy, very low risk. You get your stuff, you get out. They're not gonna follow you, hopefully. And it's just a good way to practice your skill set. It's a little easier because you're trying to get something from them, so you can spend some time in the conversation. So other types of stranger conversations would be somebody on the train or on the sidewalk or waiting for the bus or just waiting for another service that you're also waiting for where you don't really have any interaction. These are a little harder because you don't really have a means or need to talk to this person, but if you do, the conversation is going to be very short and brief. So also a good way to practice your skills. So if you're waiting for the bus with somebody, well, this bus is taking forever, right? Yeah, no, like what time is it supposed to get here? Oh, okay, better. Something like that. Or waiting for the elevator. That's a good common one that a lot of people run into. Like, oh, it's so hot today. It's like, yeah, I know, it was just like 40 degrees the other day and now it's 70. And I'm like, what's wrong with the global warming? Haha. Damn it. Or even at a baseball stadium. You bump into somebody, they have a lot of like snacks and stuff, and they go, oh, I'm so sorry. And you can be like, no, it's my fault. You're clearly doing a lot of heavy lifting. My bad, I should have went out the way. All these little interactions are good ways to test out little sentences here and there. So let's say you say something to somebody and it didn't go as well as you hoped. Maybe you try a different sentence with somebody else in a similar situation. So let's say the guy who bumped into me in the baseball stadium. I could be like, oh, you're gonna give me some snacks for bumping into me, right? Nah, I'm just joking. Have a good day. Or you could be like, oh, I think you're just trying to give me some snacks. I mean, I'll take them if you want, but So now you guys kind of see how talking to strangers is a good way to develop your social skills. With people behind the counter, you guys have some type of time together, so make it worthwhile. And people who are just random strangers, try out your one-liners. One-liners are great things to do because it makes you come off as like this energetic, powerful person who's like really social, even though you just said one sentence. But if it's a good sentence, they'll never know. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button down below so you can get some more social tidbits every week. Check out my Instagram and my Facebook for some more laid out and detailed information. And question of the day, think about a really great interaction you have with a stranger and comment down below, what did you do in that social interaction that made it such a great conversation? Please comment so I can give you guys some feedback and give me some feedback as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time here at Social Cues.